now at yourcentralvalley.com. Just click Education.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News Sunrise.
This morning on Sunrise, police searching for suspects of a deadly shooting that happened last night in Fresno.
Plus, a last-minute deal to prevent Fresno Unified teachers from going on strike. We have the latest in negotiations. Well, the negotiations are pretty much done. We just need to see what the result of the ratification vote will be.
And trick-or-treaters getting a smelly surprise after accidentally picking up groceries other than Halloween candy. KSEE 24 Sunrise starts right now.
That's an improvement.
Groceries instead of the candy?
Yes, I was saying if I stayed home giving out give out canned goods. Good morning, welcome to KSEE 24 Sunrise. I'm Brody Logan.
It's gonna weigh down the baggie.
Yeah, but it's so much more valuable.
I guess. I'm Taryn Mitchell. Thank you for joining. Did you? Oh, you didn't pass out candy yesterday. You went out trick-or-treating.
I stole from my son's candy.
No, good idea.
6:01 a.m. on the first day of November, the start of Thanksgiving season. Big travel day, big travel month. I don't know. I don't like the people that skip right to Christmas, so I'm becoming the guy who's Mr. Thanksgiving on November 1st. I'm with you. I was hearing
Christmas music this morning, and I wasn't here for it.
Ruben Contreras has a look at your forecast.
I saw somebody with Christmas lights up already. This is humanity, people.
No,
we didn't even make it to
Christmas creep.
Yeah.
Christmas creep.
Yeah, and then I got invited to a New Year's Eve party. I'm like, really? Like, this is just going too fast. I mean, come on, man. It is November. It does not feel like it. Feels more like October with these temperatures in the mid-70s across the Central Valley. Similar to yesterday, might be a degree or two warmer in some parts of the valley. We still had decent sunshine yesterday with that cloud cover, but we're going to have a mix of high clouds and haze out there. That's just an issue we deal with as long as high pressure is building over us. Upper 30s to low 40s this morning, but we are up a few degrees compared to this time yesterday. Fog not an issue, frost not an issue this morning, but up in the Sierra, it is cold. 37 in Yosemite, 27 in Shaver Lake. Yosemite actually today in the 70s and low 60s for Shaver later on this afternoon. The weekend still fairly mild, but next week though we got a big cool down. It'll feel like fall once again. We'll show you those conditions in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Ruben. We are starting the hour following a developing story. There's a shooting in Fresno last night, left one person dead and another injured. The search does continue for the shooters. One victim died after being shot in the front yard of a home. Second victim suffered a graze wound that had to be taken to the hospital.
We've located several shell casings in the street in front of the home and indicating possibly more than one shooter. We do have witnesses that say we had two unknown race, skinny males leave the area northbound on Sherman. We have no further description on them at this time.
Law enforcement is still looking for the suspects who are considered to be armed and dangerous. If you have any information, contact the Fresno Police Department.
Two women killed in a traffic accident on Friday have now been identified. The Madera Sheriff's Office states 20-year-old Teresa Freyer of Planada and 19-year-old Karima Brutron of Madera both killed in the accident on northbound Highway 99 Friday evening. According to the CHP, the car they were in was traveling at a very high rate of speed when it skidded off the road and hit a light pole, and causing that vehicle to flip over. Governor Gavin Newsom is now back in California following his week-long climate trip over to China. Well, it was there that the governor met with senior Chinese leaders, including the President Xi Jinping. He also toured a major Tesla production factory and signed several climate-related memorandums of understanding. He says the visit will then help California reach its climate goals of carbon net neutrality by the year 2045 and banning the sale of all new gas-powered cars by 2035.
The Biden administration is once again tackling student debt relief after the Supreme Court rejected the original proposal. Now the White House is planning to narrow the plan, targeting a specific group of borrowers, those whose balances exceed what they originally owed. That would include those who started repayment at least 25 years ago, those eligible for other loan forgiveness programs but did not apply.
The Supreme Court is diving into the controversy whether government officials are actually allowed to block people on social media. Well, on Tuesday, the justices heard two cases about critical commenters who were blocked by government officials. Their lawyers argue that violates the First Amendment, but the other side says there's a distinction between private and public actions.
People have the right as government officials to talk about their jobs in their personal capacity. And you should assume that when they do that on their own personal property, they're acting in their personal capacity.
Experts say the key is determining when personal accounts cross the line into official public business. Those rulings are expected by early summertime.
KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:05.
Still ahead, how teachers are feeling about the deal to avoid a strike that is set to be agreed upon later today.
And the month of November off to a warm start. First, your 40-ality forecast brought to you by Bob's Allergy. Elm and juniper are the top pollens. We are in the low range through Saturday. I'll show you when temperatures could jump into the 80s as KSEE Sunrise continues.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Avoid foods that can cause inflammation, such as red meats and refined carbs. Try to eat healthy foods, such as lean meats, leafy greens, and berries.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
The viewer seems to have been lost in the shuffle of cable news lately.
The vast majority of people are in the sensible middle. They're not the far right wing and they're not the far left wing.
They don't want a team sport. They want the full picture.
The appetite is greater than it has ever been for perspective, for understanding, and for information that they can not just trust, but use.
See why America's fastest growing cable news network is News Nation.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I'm here to remind you that if you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to tell you how much your case is potentially worth. Spokesman Tom Mustin is with us in the Help Center. So, Tom, tell the viewers at home why they should call in.
Well, Gina, they should call because we have live agents available for you right now. If someone's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now and find out how much your case is potentially worth.
This November, every Friday is like Black Friday at Bob's. And that means you get exciting new unlocks every Friday of the month, on top of my everyday low prices with flexible financing options. Oh my Bob! A huge selection of complete rooms for only $9.99 or less.
Oh my Bob!
Plus a bunch of bundle and save packages ready to ship in time for the holidays.
Oh my
Bob! When every day is like Black Friday, there's only one thing to say. Oh my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
We're here today to set the record straight about Dupuytren's contracture. Surgery is not your only treatment option. People may think their contracture has to be severe to be treated, but it doesn't. Visit findahandspecialist.com today to get started.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. If you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to tell you how much your case is potentially worth. So, Tom, tell the viewers watching at home who should call in right now.
Well, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault should give us a call right now. We have live agents available to answer any questions you have. They'll tell you if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. You heard it, folks. Call now.
A little chilly out this morning, but temperatures are actually up by a few degrees compared to this time yesterday. We're not dealing with any fog or frost this morning, and this afternoon unseasonably warm once again. Take you outside to show your current conditions from our Valley Cam. This one at Eagle Mountain Casino in Porterville. That's the casino in the center of the screen right there. Clear skies this morning. 41 degrees in Porterville this morning. Winds are fairly light. Visibility is 10 miles. We're not dealing with fog, but we're going to see some haze this afternoon, especially on the east side of the valley, and just a few high clouds. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s at drop off for students this morning, so you still need that sweater or jacket, but by lunchtime, mid to upper 60s, and when the school day wraps up for most, around 3 o'clock or so, mid to upper 70s, maybe a few low 80s on the west side of the valley. Same deal tomorrow. We are going to see some clouds through the first half of the weekend. Not expected to rain, but a big cool down next week could change that. We'll talk about that possibility in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
A day before thousands of teachers walked off the job, Fresno Unified and the Fresno Teachers Union came to a tentative agreement to prevent a strike.
Now, those two parties announced Tuesday morning that they had reached a deal after months of negotiations.
The union says the agreement addresses the core pillars that they were looking for, including decreasing class sizes, reducing special education caseloads, lifetime health care, and increased salaries.
Also expected to be included in that agreement is the ratio of students to teachers going forward in Fresno Unified. And payments of up to $5,000 a year could be made to teachers if class sizes exceed the ratios.
The district and the teachers union plan to work together on a new facilities bond that will address class sizes.
Students thrive when educators thrive, and educators thrive when leaders value their hard work, when they value that tireless dedication, are committed to providing adequate support.
Teachers will have to vote to confirm the agreement later today, and all Fresno Unified schools will be on an early release schedule so teachers can vote on the deal.
Joining us live from Roosevelt High School this morning is our Viviani Vaughn with more on that deal and how teachers are feeling about that pending agreement. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. Well, I'm here with Marissa Rodriguez. She's been teaching for 13 years, 10 years in the Fresno Unified School District. Tell us a little bit about how you guys are feeling this morning.
A lot of relief. You know, it's been a lot of pressure and a lot of stress building up to this, and proud of the work, but also just happy that we can all take an exhale and move forward and celebrate this win.
Now, they mentioned a little bit ago that kids will be getting out early today because you guys will be voting. What are you expecting to come from that vote?
You know, so it's nice after all this momentum to just have a place that we can all come together and rally for the support for the win. And so all members will have a chance to officially approve or not approve the offer, and then that ratifies the contract and then gives us our CBA. And so we're inviting all the members to bring out their family, their kids. There'll be food. It'll be a time of celebration.
Now, we've talked about, you know, classroom sizes. We've talked about pay increases. We haven't talked really about the meeting time that was negotiated, why that's important. Can you kind of explain that to people?
Absolutely. So, you know, that's something that just gives back agency and autonomy to our teachers. When it comes to meeting hours, you know, sometimes we've been here after school multiple days throughout the month or the week, and now it has to happen within our duty days. So it's just giving back that time that you can come to work, you can do what you have to do, and then the end of the day is the end of the day. And I think that that's going to help a lot with the culture, and like I said, just bringing back agency and professionalism for us as classroom teachers.
Definitely a lot of progress made with this new deal that they will be voting on later on this morning. That's it for now. Send things back to you guys in the studio.
Viviana, I'm curious. This is a 3-year deal. So what are the teachers going to do, the teachers union and presumably the district, to prevent this from happening again in 3 years?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, this is a 3-year deal. What are you guys hoping or going to do to make sure this doesn't happen again in 3 years?
Oh, that's a great question. All this momentum that has been built up, it does not go away, folks. We've been reaching out to the community. We got a lot of parents on our side and involved, and we need to continue in that effort. We need to continue to show up to board meetings. We need to continue to put pressure on our board trustees, especially with upcoming elections. We need to hold them accountable to the work that needs to happen in this district and in this city.
Absolutely. We'll send things back to you guys.
Viviana, thank you very much.
KSEE 24 Sunrise Time is reading 6:13.
We'll be right back with an interview with Cultiva La Salud and how you can get your seasonal vaccines.
This is the place I love. There's nowhere better than the place I'm from. Yeah, this is where my world goes round. I've got my local on. The Central Valley is where I belong. KSEE 24 is where I go. Turn it on and it feels right. Yeah, it feels like home. I've got my local on.
At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, we're offering a free second opinion so that you don't overpay for work on your AC. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
Oh, so many Medicare plans.
That's why you're comparing all-in-one plans all in one place with eHealth.
Oh, hey.
Based on what we talked about, your doctor,
My pharmacy,
your budget,
my medications.
you have a match.
Whoa. How is all this a free service?
Insurance companies pay us to find you a match.
You really are a Medicare matchmaker.
I'm going to use that.
Thanks for the help.
Call or visit eHealth.com.
If you want to walk away with more money at the end of your case, choose Jacoby & Myers at the start of your case. At Jacoby & Myers, we get our clients up to 10 times the original insurance offer. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
With the Freestyle Libre 2 system, know your glucose level and where it's headed. No finger sticks needed. Manage your diabetes with more confidence. Freestyle Libre 2. Try it for free at freestylelibre.us.
At Meridian Paralegal, we can save you thousands over what an attorney would charge. Divorce is tough enough. The paperwork doesn't have to be. We make going to court easier. Call today. Meridian Paralegal Service.
With 3 generations of roofing experience, Lightning Roofing can handle any situation in a flash. From installation to maintenance and repairs, Lightning Roofing has you covered no matter what kind of roof you have. Our trained and certified team of experts are sure to exceed your expectations. Lightning Roofing goes the extra mile to achieve outstanding results at prices you can afford, all with a 100% quality guarantee. Pay as low as $99 a month for a whole new roof. Lightning Roofing, we've got you covered.
At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, we're offering a free second opinion so that you don't overpay for work on your AC. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Sylvan Med Spa.
And things are a little chilly this morning, but we're not dealing with any fog or frost out there. And this afternoon, unseasonably warm once again, and it is fairly mild as we start out the month of November. 46 in Fresno this morning, 63 in LA, 53 in San Francisco, and 49 in Monterey. Even though they are warmer just a few degrees compared to us, the coastal communities, Southern California, are warmer than the valley at this point of the season as high pressure builds over us, creating a strong offshore flow, really warming things up for everyone. Still in the 30s this morning in the South Valley for Lemoore and Hanford, 39 and 38 degrees there, 43 in Merced. It may not feel like it, but some valley spots are up a degree or 2 compared to this time yesterday. Matter of fact, 5 degrees warmer in Merced. So we're going to be about the same, if not maybe a degree or 2 warmer this afternoon. Visibility doing okay. Hanford, though, 4 miles visibility, so there's just a little bit of fog developing in and around that area towards the Weather Center office. Nothing too widespread or locally dense. It's just too early in the season for that. Matter of fact, we need a significant storm to really soak the ground in the atmosphere to help produce that. So we haven't had that just yet, but we're not dealing with any frost out there. Clear skies this morning from our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This one in Tulare, looking off to the north this morning, and high pressure building over us in much of California, warming things up, creating that offshore flow, and then it's pushing the jet stream to the north. So we get the tail end of these systems that are producing some decent rain and snow for the Pacific Northwest. We're only getting cloud cover out of these systems, but next week there are some signs that could change for at least some parts of California. For now, temperatures are going to be unseasonably warm. Futurecast shows mostly clear skies today and tonight. We are going to see a little bit more cloud cover late in the day tomorrow, and that'll take us into the first half of the day on Friday. Again, not expecting any rain at this point, and we're still going to see some clouds at least into the first half of the weekend, but it looks like we're going to hold on temperatures in the 70s. But today and tomorrow, we could have a few valley spots in the 80s. This is not record heat. Records are in the upper 80s to low 90s, which are still possible through mid-November. 78 is our forecast high, same as yesterday, an average of 71. South Valley temperatures for this afternoon, 77 in Pixley, 79 in Kettleman City, 79 in Lemoore, 80 in Huron, 5 points in San Joaquin today, 77 in Madera, 62 in Shaver Lake, mid-70s for Yosemite Valley this afternoon, mid-70s in Mariposa, mid-70s in Merced and Los Banos, a high of 76 this afternoon. Air quality, it's actually improved for Tulare County. It is good for today, but it is moderate for the rest of the valley, also moderate for Sequoia National Park. And our temperatures are going to be unseasonably warm through the weekend. They might drop off a degree or 2. It depends how much cloud cover moves in. It's just a slight chance of shower for northern California, but I think things are going to be dry for the valley. Overnight lows will be in the upper 40s to low 50s. And of course, we do got that time change this weekend, the one where we fall back 1 hour, you gain an extra hour of sleep. Next week, though, the winds pick up Monday night into Tuesday. A little cool for this time of year. Right now, things are dry for the valley, but Northern California definitely has a decent chance of rain on Tuesday. We'll see if that changes for us. You can always go to yourcentralvalley.com to check out your forecast any time of the day. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Well, later today, Cultiva La Salud is hosting a virtual presentation about the importance of you getting vaccinated this flu season, especially for the local Latino community.
Joining us to talk about the event is Aura Gonzalez, communications specialist with Cultiva La Salud. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Yes, we are so happy to hold this webinar. And actually, we're going to have a vaccination clinic on Friday as well. But we would like to invite all our community today at 4:30 to join us to learn more about the importance of getting vaccinated during the flu season and to learn more about why we have to protect ourselves with the influenza and the COVID-19 vaccine at this time. Unfortunately, according to data from the Centers of Disease and Control Prevention, influenza-related hospitalizations were 20% higher among Latinos compared to others, white adults or other races. So it's important for the community to get vaccinated, get protected during this flu season, in particular because the holidays are on the corner. So most of the time when everybody, attend all those gatherings, everybody come out super sick. So it's a good time to get protected before the holidays.
And I wanted to ask, for folks wanting to tune in to that web seminar, where can they find the link? Is it on your website?
Actually, the web is on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts, Cultiva la Salud on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And there is the link and there is the QR code. So just scan the QR code and just join us. It's free for everybody. And we're going to do a raffle of $25 gift cards for people attending this webinar today. And I would like to add also that on Friday, we're going to have a vaccination clinic for influenza and COVID-19. So it's free too, and it's most focused for people that is underinsured or doesn't have any insurance, any health insurance. To attend is free of cost, and it's going to be at Bethany Church located at 2305 Stanislaus, Fresno, California 93721 from 4 to 7 p.m. And everybody that get the COVID-19 vaccine will get a $25 gift card too.
Or I'm curious, what do you think is the biggest barrier to more widespread vaccination rates in the Latino community? What is causing apprehension for some people?
Well, I think it's because maybe in the past, people, especially the Latino community, has been a little bit hesitant about the system. But just, I think is everything that happened during the pandemic, create some hesitant because a lot of misinformation, disinformation was spread out, along the social media. So that's why, but vaccination is the most effective way to protect our health. So I encourage everybody to come and learn today about, there is going to be Dr. Jesus Rodriguez from Kaiser Permanente to give us more information about this. And if you have any questions, any doubts, hesitant about getting vaccinated, there you have an opportunity to, clarify all your doubts and know more about why it's so important to protect your health and get vaccinated.
And that is why the informational event is important. So if anyone does have those questions, they can be answered by an expert, by a professional, not by your aunt on social media with whatever link she's sharing. You can actually get it from a doctor. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope to see all our community today at 4:30 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that information. KSEE 24 Sunrise time is 6:23. We'll be back on the other side of the break. Stick with us.
Coming up on Central Valley today, it's Wine Wednesday and the holiday season is here. So we're raising a glass with some expert tips in choosing the right bottle for any occasion. Plus, COVID vaccine guidance for older adults from the Center for Healthy Aging today at 3.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
If you're looking for a great place to bank, look no further than EECU.
We've teamed up with EECU because we share similar values, like being involved in our community and making a positive difference in the lives of those around us.
Every year, EECU makes our community stronger by teaching students smarter financial habits, providing $100,000 in student grants, and donating to many organizations that help people in need.
You're starting to sound like a fan.
I am, and a member.
Me too.
Take that up a little bit higher. You should feel that, like right back here.
Oh yeah, I felt that.
Good. That is so much better than last week.
Thanks.
I've been doing them every night while I'm watching TV.
Oh, what are you watching?
It's a mystery.
High quality care that meets you where you are.
The day you get your Clear Choice dental implants makes every day a let's dig in day, a chow down day, a take a big bite day, a perfectly delicious day, a love my new teeth day. Because your Clear Choice day is the day everything is back on the menu. A Clear Choice day changes every day. Schedule a free consultation.
As the world watches violence in the Middle East, KSEE 24 was witness to another heartbreaking tragedy. We traveled to Armenia to report on a local medical mission, and a refugee crisis unfolded before our eyes.
Said, I'm 80. Where I'm going now? What you can tell a person like that?
100,000 refugees pour into the country as Valley doctors work. The Valley's Armenia humanitarian crisis Tuesday on KSEE 24.
What happened to this woman will shock you.
I just remember feeling something biting me.
Her face scarred. Wait till you see the creature that attacked her and her friends. Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on KSEE 24. Nominate an exceptional local educator at yourcentralvalley.com/Educator of the Week. Highlighted educators receive classroom supplies and honor wall recognition. Watch their stories Wednesday at 5 on KSEE 24. Educator of the Week, brought to you by our local partners.
And things are chilly this morning. It's going to be unseasonably warm this afternoon, and temperatures a little warm, but it's not record heat. Take you outside first to show you a live picture from our Valley Cam. This one outside our studios of KSEE 24, looking off to the east. We're waiting for the sun to rise. A little bit of haze out there and a few high clouds this morning. Mid-40s right now. Temperatures are up a few degrees compared to this time yesterday. Winds are fairly light. Visibility is looking pretty good. We're not dealing with any fog or frost issues, but there's a little bit of patchy fog towards Hanford. Visibility is 4 miles, though. Take advantage of these temperatures to get outdoors over the next few days. We're going to be in the mid to upper 70s, maybe the low 80s in some parts of the west side of the valley today and tomorrow. This afternoon, high of 78, warmer than the average of 71 for this time of year. Next week, we got a big cool down. We'll show you those numbers in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Okay, come on.
Is this cheese?
Whatever it is, come on.
Come on.
All right.
What a dad move.
Tony and Cruz's husband placed a grocery order to be delivered to their home in New Jersey Halloween night.
Then she, her husband, and 2 kids went out trick-or-treating when the boxes were delivered.
They returned home a short time later to find a few items missing, including fresh fish and cheese.
They checked their doorbell camera and realized kids thought the items in the boxes were left out for them. And the kids got tricked, not treated. No, fresh fish, that's a treat.
Well, yeah, because it's so expensive. I kind of don't blame them for snagging that.
Throw a dinner party with your friends right there.
Yeah,
that's right. Bring it on over. I do like the dad. It's a very dad move. I don't care what it is. Just grab whatever it is. Let's go. We gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up.
But they didn't know at all that they weren't supposed to take that. Like, come on.
No, yeah, the dad was just like, get me out of here. KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 627. Speaking of getting out of here, we'll be right back.
Buddy, we're having fun.
All new Drew. We're celebrating Black Entrepreneurs Day.
The easiest thing to sell is the truth. It adds value to everybody.
It's true, and the more you lean into yourself, the more I'd buy in.
Today at 4 on KSEE 24.
They were there for you, and Calviva Health is there for them. With low or no-cost doctor visits, wellness checks, mental health, and over 1,600 providers. Calviva Health, the Central Valley's choice for Medi-Cal.
If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, the insurance company may try to trick you into taking a lowball offer. Don't fall for it. At Jacoby & Myers, we've been helping California accident victims for over 50 years. We've gotten clients 10, 20, even 100 times more than the insurance company's original offer. That's the difference experience makes. If you've been injured, don't miss out on the money you deserve. Choose Jacoby & Myers. Justice for you since 1972.
Welcome, welcome. Meet Lisa and Keith. Don't let the wide smile fool you. They're miserable. They work, they have kids, they escape. The Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Hey, the kids are texting.
Enjoy the sweet life before all the fun downstairs. What's your location? I'm taking towels to 111, or maybe they'll just stay in. An epic night of pampering.
Hey, don't you work here?
Hey, we all need a break. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
From tiny to traditional, it's the Fresno Fall Home Improvement Show and Tiny House Expo, presenting one of the largest gatherings of tiny houses and industry leaders. Meet with landscape, pool, and remodeling contractors. Shop the Maker's Market for handcrafted products and decor. Let our experts help make your dream home a reality, improving your home one project at a time. The Fresno Fall Home Improvement Show and Tiny House Expo, this weekend at the Fresno Fairgrounds. Info at fresnoshows.com.
Only the Sleep Number Climate 360 Smart Bed lets you both sleep up to 13 degrees cooler or warmer on either side and at your ideal level of comfort, your Sleep Number setting. And now the new Queen Sleep Number C2 Smart Bed is only $8.99. Sleep next level. Shop now, only at Sleep Number.
The results are in. Patients are loving their weight loss success from semaglutide and tirzepatide injections at Sylvan Med Spa and Weight Loss. Say goodbye to traditional methods. These groundbreaking weight loss injections offer a whole new way to shed those extra pounds. Plus, Sylvan weight loss patients receive 20% off all of their med spa services, including Botox Cosmetic and laser skin tightening, so you can look and feel your best. Book your appointment today at sylvanmedspa.com.
Feel the love.
Clausen Motorsports honors our men and women of service. Join our community partners as we invite all riders to bring their friends and family to Clausen Motorsports' 5th Annual Combat Veterans Motorcycle Run, Saturday, November 4th.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by FFB Bank. Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News Sunrise.
Coming up on Sunrise, we're taking a look at the latest task force that is being formed to help crack down on retail theft.
Plus, the last-minute deal to prevent Fresno Unified teachers from going on a strike. We're going to give you a rundown of what's exactly in the deal, and we'll be speaking live with teachers on how they feel about it.
And the amount of time your tip or lack thereof can add to your DoorDash order. That story in a minute, or a few more, depending on how you tip. KSEE Sunrise starts now.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Taryn Mitchell.
And I'm Brody Logan. Thank you for waking up with us at 6:32 a.m. And hey, it's November.
1st of November. Ruben, do you think it's too early to play Christmas music, or it's fine?
No, I think it is way too early.
I agree.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, too much.
Do whatever makes you happy. However,
right.
I will scold you for it.
Wow.
I mean, there's I don't want to call names here, but there's a local radio station in town. They're going to play it in the next couple of weeks here. They have like a deal with somebody in town to do that. They flip like a big giant switch like a Christmas present. Oh, no. But they used to do it the day after Thanksgiving. Oh. And all of a sudden it's like, I think it's like November 7th or something.
Someone needs to do a story on this station and call them out.
There'll be a story somewhere, actually.
We need an investigation.
There'll be a story somewhere, but yeah, growing up, it was the day after Thanksgiving. That's when we started celebrating Christmas out there. Let the turkeys have their day first, my friends. That's all we ask. 30s and 40s this morning. It does not feel like November out there. It feels more like early October. Mid to upper 70s this afternoon. Up in the Sierra, though, now it is cold up there. 25 this morning in Shaver, 37 in Yosemite, but Yosemite Valley today, low 70s, mid 70s in the foothills for Oakers, and low 60s in Shaver Lake under mostly sunny skies. Still going to be kind of hazy in some parts of the valley this afternoon. We're going to hold on to the mild temperatures through this weekend, but next week, though, we do got a big cool down. We'll show you those numbers in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Ruben. We are now following a developing story. A shooting in Fresno last night that left one person dead and another injured. The search continues for the shooters. Police say a victim died after being shot in the front yard of a home. The second victim was grazed by a bullet and then taken to the hospital.
We've located several shell casings in the street in front of the home and indicating possibly more than one shooter. We do have witnesses that say we had two unknown race, skinny males leave the area northbound on Sherman. We have no further description on them at this time.
Police are still looking for the suspects who are considered to be armed and dangerous. If you have any information, you are asked to contact the Fresno Police Department.
2 women killed in a traffic accident on Friday have now been identified. The Madera Sheriff's Office states 20-year-old Teresa Freyer and Planada and 19-year-old Karima Brutron of Madera both killed in the accident on northbound Highway 99 Friday evening. Now, according to the CHP, they were going at a very fast pace on the freeway when their car skidded off the road and hit a light pole, causing that vehicle to flip.
Governor Newsom is launching a new task force to crack down on fentanyl dealers. The task force will be deployed in San Francisco to investigate deadly fentanyl overdoses as homicides starting in 2024. Attorney General Rob Bonta said the task force was based on a similar effort in Placer County that had the first fentanyl dealer convicted for murder. Fresno County has their own fentanyl task force and has charged a suspect with murder for giving someone a fatal amount of fentanyl, but they have not gone through the process to get them convicted. The district attorney here, Lisa Smith-Camp, believes this new task force for Governor Newsom and Attorney General Rob Bonta, she says it's politically motivated.
I just have to question the motives because Governor Newsom and Attorney General Bonta are two major players. They have contributed to the crisis, them and their cronies.
Smith-Camp added there are roughly 4 or 5 cases she and her team are looking at right now to see if they qualify for a second-degree murder charge.
Well, just a day before thousands of teachers walked off the job, Fresno Unified and the Fresno Teachers Union thankfully came to a tentative agreement to prevent a strike from happening.
The two parties announced Tuesday morning they reached a deal after months of negotiations. The union says the agreement addresses the core pillars of what they were looking for, including decreased class population sizes, reduced special education caseloads, lifetime health care, and increased salaries.
Also expected to be included in that agreement is the ratio of students to teachers going forward in Fresno Unified. Along with that, payments of up to $5,000 a year could be made to teachers if class sizes exceed those ratios.
The district and the teachers union plan to work together on a new facilities bond that they say will address class sizes.
Students thrive when educators thrive, and educators thrive when leaders value their hard work, when they value that tireless dedication, are committed to providing adequate support.
Teachers will have to vote to confirm the agreement later today, and all Fresno Unified schools will be on an early release schedule so teachers can review and then vote on the deal.
Joining us live from Roosevelt High School this morning is our Viviana Yvonne with more on that deal and how teachers are feeling about that pending agreement. Viviana, good morning.
Good morning, you guys. Well, I've been with Marissa Rodriguez all morning. She's a social science teacher here at Roosevelt High School. Tell us a little bit about, how you're feeling this morning.
Yeah, a lot of relief. There's been a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, throughout this movement. And I'm proud of all the work that we've done, but definitely we can all just exhale today. And I'm relieved that I'm not having to be on strike today. Yeah.
And you guys will be voting later on. Are you expecting this to just, pass very easily?
Absolutely. So we kind of had a member meeting on Zoom last night, and we had like 2,000 people logged in, which is pretty good considering it was Halloween. So we kind of went through the logistics of the new offer, and then we cast a poll, and it was kind of like an unofficial poll just to see who was on the line, and it passed, approved 90%. And so that makes us feel good going in that today we'll have all hands on deck are invited. They can bring their families, they can enjoy the rally, there's free food, and then they will cast their official vote.
And what time does that event start?
So that is from 2 all the way through 6 p.m. because we know we got a lot of members, so 4,000 people, and we're inviting them to, bring their spouse, bring their kids, enjoy the day. I mean, we could have been on strike today, but instead we're all just going to gather, we're going to celebrate this win, and we're going to break bread together.
And what are you most looking forward to with these changes that will be, implemented very shortly and continued over the years?
Absolutely. I think it's going to be good for any incoming new educators now. When you're shopping around where to work, Fresno Unified is a good place for you to be. And I think it's also going to help the surrounding communities and districts, with pay increases, with benefits, and just all the different things in the package that bring back professionalism for us as classroom teachers. Treat us well so that we can be the best, so that our students can have the best.
Absolutely. Okay, well, we're going to continue to bring you more when we come back, but for now, I'll send things back to you guys in the studio.
Viviana, thank you. It was interesting she mentioned that about other educators in other districts. I was talking to someone who works in administration at a school, not in Fresno Unified, last night, and he was saying that this new deal is going to raise the floor for other districts now, for other places around the area, and then better teachers are going to come to Fresno Unified because of these incentives.
Because of everything that happens, right? Well, KSEE 24 sunrise time, 6:39.
Still ahead. Do warning labels actually work? How they can affect people's feelings on a product.
And the month of November off to a warm start. First, your reality forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Elm and Juniper, the top pollens. We're in the low range through Saturday. Show you when temperatures could jump into the 80s as KSEE Sunrise continues.
What happened to this woman will shock you.
I just remember feeling something biting me.
Her face scarred. Wait till you see the creature that attacked her and her friends. Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on KSEE 24. Nominate an exceptional local educator at yourcentralvalley.com/educator of the week. Highlighted educators receive classroom supplies and honor wall recognition. Watch their stories Wednesday at 5 on KSEE 24. Educator of the Week, brought to you by our local partners.
I just want to say that I watch you a lot, and I'm grateful that you're there.
This is why we are lucky to have Chris Cuomo there in the field.
News Nation, we're going to go to the situations that matter.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you for letting me tell my story.
You add so much value to this job and this position. I've watched you more now than ever before. News Nation is very, very lucky to have you.
Cuomo, another reason more and more Americans are trusting and watching News Nation.
California sky, todos alcanzamos las estrellas. Sunny state of mind, flexing all the time, todo de dorado. Y no gusta picante, cause this place caliente, estamos enchilados. Feel so golden, living in the golden state with you. Feel so golden, vive en el estado dorado. Oh, we got that drip, drip, drip. Come take a sip, sip, sip. Feel so golden, vive en el estado dorado.
As the world watches violence in the Middle East, KSEE 24 was witness to another heartbreaking tragedy. We traveled to Armenia to report on a local medical mission, and a refugee crisis unfolded before our eyes.
Said, I'm 80. Where I'm going now? What you can tell a person like that?
100,000 refugees pour into the country as Valley doctors work. The Valley's Armenia humanitarian crisis Tuesday on KSEE 24.
What happened to this woman will shock you.
I just remember feeling something biting me.
Her face scarred. Wait till you see the creature that attacked her and her friends. Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on KSEE 24. Nominate an exceptional local educator at yourcentralvalley.com/educator of the week. Highlighted educators receive classroom supplies and honor wall recognition. Watch their stories Wednesday at 5 on KSEE 24. Educator of the Week, brought to you by our local partners.
This is your gleaming opportunity to dance like nobody's watching, win like nobody's business, and get away like you mean it. So what are you waiting for? Come join the party. Take that evening out and make it a night you'll never forget. Because this kind of action can't be beat.
A little chilly out this morning, but temperatures are up a few degrees in certain parts of the valley. We're not dealing with any major fog issues, and we're certainly not dealing with any frost. Take you outside to show you a live picture this morning from our Valley Cam. This one powered by Eagle Mountain Casino in KSEE 24. We're all looking at parts of southeast Fresno this morning. A little bit of sunlight out there, a few high clouds, and a little bit of haze. 46 degrees in Fresno this morning. Northwest winds at 3 miles an hour. Going out for a run, well, it's going to be chilly, but visibility is not going to be an issue. Mostly clear skies through 9 o'clock this morning. By that point, we'll go from the 40s to the 50s across the valley, but mid to upper 70s today, maybe a few 80s on the west side of the valley. Same deal tomorrow, but we'll see a little bit more cloud cover through the weekend. Next week, though, a big cool down. We'll show you those numbers in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Candy containing THC was found in a candy stash at a Bay Area elementary school after one student ate one, did need medical attention. It happened at Amelia Earhart Elementary School in Alameda during a PTA-sponsored trunk or treat event. A school district spokesperson says 3 families found the gummies in their children's candy. Police say many THC-infused candies, this is the one that they found right there, they can look like other popular Halloween candies. The child who received medical attention was not seriously hurt.
Well, doctors say that the ongoing Adderall shortage is causing now long-term issues for students. Well, the FDA declared a shortage of ingredients needed to make the drug about a year ago. It was caused by disruption at a manufacturing plant, but that issue has since been resolved. Well, now the ongoing shortage is attributed to increased demand outpacing what the drug maker can supply. Health officials in Ohio state children who can't get the drug are seeing their grades slipping. and are falling behind academically. They're now urging better communication amongst doctors, parents, and schools to help those students who are missing their medication.
If red meat had labels like cigarette cartons, consumers might be less inclined to eat, at least in Europe. A team from Durham University in the UK tested various labels warning people of the damage to their health, the climate, and the risk of pandemics. All tests showed that labels reduced meat meal selections by as much as 10%, but participants were most in favor of climate warning labels.
Well, McDonald's is planning to raise their menu prices with the hike of minimum wage for fast food workers in California next year. All right, those wages will be raising now to $20 an hour. McDonald's has not yet revealed how the prices will be impacted, but they're not alone in considering a hike. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, restaurants have been hiking up menu prices for more than 2 years. It's all in response to rising ingredients and labor costs.
We've all had our sneaking suspicions, and now it's been confirmed. DoorDash is now warning customers that if you don't tip, it could mean your order takes longer to be delivered, which makes sense. The warning comes in the form of a pop-up when you use the app and enter 0 for your tip amount. The move appears to be an effort to show customers that drivers will probably prioritize the orders of the more generous customers. DoorDashers are independent contractors and can accept or reject orders based on what they might earn or how far away the order might be. The company says most customers do leave tips.
Are they that happy how this girl is right there in that video we showed?
Yeah.
Gets her order.
Everyone was happy. The driver's happy. He's getting a tip.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm weird though. I still just call and they tell me how long it's going to be and I'll go drive there and pick up my
pick it
stuff.
up. If you don't want to pay, pick it up.
I still do that, yeah.
KSEE 24 Sunrise Time, 6:46.
Still ahead, a look at some of the best celebrity costumes that Halloween had to offer. Oh, hers was great.
As the world watches violence in the Middle East, KSEE 24 was witness to another heartbreaking tragedy. We traveled to Armenia to report on a local medical mission, and a refugee crisis unfolded before our eyes.
Said, I'm 80. Where I'm going now? What you can tell a person like that?
100,000 refugees pour into the country as Valley doctors work. The Valley's Armenia humanitarian crisis Tuesday on KSEE 24.
Nominate an exceptional local educator at yourcentralvalley.com/educator of the week. Highlighted educators receive classroom supplies and honor wall recognition. Watch their stories Wednesday at 5 on KSEE 24. Educator of the Week, brought to you by our local partners.
Risky's World, the perfect reminder that life's more fun in the deep end.
Yeah, so never stop exploring. Always keep it real.
And do whatever floats your boat, just like we do.
Feed their fantasy.
Fall allergy season has started with grass and weed pollen and high levels of mold in the air. Air pollution makes allergy symptoms worse. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic cold symptoms. And flu season is starting. Come to Boz Allergy at the first sign of symptoms. Rest assured we'll diagnose and treat you accurately. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
Home is many things. Home is a place to grow, a place to try new things, a place to take a moment. At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, we're offering a free second opinion so that you don't overpay for work on your AC. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
Some people love adventure, and then there's Gilbert. Who knows what brought him to Table Mountain? But one thing for sure, it wasn't confidence. He looked around. What catches his eye? Blackjack. His first hand, 2 aces. So naturally, he splits them.
The book says to split them.
And guess what? Hits on both, gets paid. Hey, Gilbert, meet adventure. Another lucky day. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Dude, you coming? Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. With Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Flu Relief. Also try for Fizzy Fast Cough Relief.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Fresno Unified School District.
Our temperatures today, unseasonably warm once again, similar to what we had yesterday. And our temperatures this morning up a degree or two in some valley spots. Still chilly out there and still in the 30s, though, for Lemoore and Hanford at 38 and 39 degrees, 40 in Madera and 41 in Porterville this morning. There's the temperature change compared to 24 hours ago. Merced, though, actually 5 degrees warmer compared to 24 hours ago. Visibility doing okay. Fog not a major issue. Some patchy fog towards Hanford, but lowest visibility right now, 4 miles. If you're in a low-lying area of the valley towards a river, stream, or creek, you might see a little bit of patchy fog here and there. It's just too early in the season for a widespread dense fog event. We need significant rain to soak the ground in the atmosphere first to make that happen. And obviously that has not happened just yet, but hopefully things will start to change soon and we see some rain in the Central Valley. And frost not an issue. We're well above the freezing mark with our temperatures. Quick look outside. Our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This one in Tulare, looking off to the north this morning. Things look all right here. High pressure's over us, building over California, warming things up, creating a strong offshore flow. We're at that point of the year now where the coast, parts of the Bay Area and Southern California are warmer than the valley, and this ridge is blocking any storms from moving into California. We're just getting the tail ends out of these systems, delivering some cloud cover to the valley. And you'll notice a few high clouds here and there. Actually expecting more sunshine compared to yesterday. Haze is still going to be an issue, though. That's an issue as long as high pressure is over us and until we get some significant rain in the valley. And you'll notice a little bit more cloud cover tomorrow into Friday into Saturday. Again, not expecting any rain. It's the tail end of a system. It might sprinkle in Northern California for the weekend. Next week, though, there is a stronger trough that is going to cool us off. That could deliver some decent rain to Northern California. For us, nothing right now, but that could change in the next few days. Upper 70s, some lower 80s today. 80 in Huron, 80 in 5 Points, 80 in San Joaquin, 79 in Hanford, 77 in Madera, 79 in Chowchilla, 62 in Shaver Lake, 72 this afternoon in Yosemite Valley, 76 in Merced, and 76 in Mariposa. Air quality, it's actually approved for Tulare County, where it is good for today. It is moderate for the rest of the valley and for Sequoia National Park. Obviously, the pups yesterday really couldn't go out for a walk, although I did see some dogs in my neighborhood dressed up, but it'll be much better to get out because things will be less crowded and comfortable this afternoon. This is our good friend Fiona. Thank you to Angelique Martinez of Sports Central for sending me this picture. Fiona was dressed up as Sky from Paw Patrol, keeping pets and people safe in the streets last night. If you want your pup on KSEE Sunrise, go to Ribbon KSEE24 on social media. We'll show it right here. Even though we still have a ton of pets dressed in costumes, we're still going to show them until we are done with them. So watch out for them the next several days. 7-day forecast shows mid to upper 70s the next few days. 80s are possible today and tomorrow. We're going to see some clouds. We got that time change this weekend. Next week, though, much cooler by Tuesday. Right now, things look to be dry, but we'll see if that changes for the valley. YourCentralValley.com has your forecast any time of the day. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Well, Halloween was a huge success for people across the valley with costumes that we'll really never forget.
And we wanted to share some celebrity costumes because they're more famous, I guess. First, former football star, current broadcaster, RG3, Robert Griffin III, dressed up as the boy who lived, Harry Potter.
I mean, I like the wig. I don't know about
the costume. You like
this one?
Well, I mean, sure, it's accurate, I guess. But I do like, you still see the creases from the package from Amazon where he bought it.
I just don't like that it's Gryffindor right there. Okay, up next is singer-songwriter Kelsea Ballerini dressed up as Barbie. Okay, I have something to say really quick. I thought she looked amazing. I saw way too many Barbies this year. I mean, I love it. I love the movie.
Why is she doing this ad for Donut Shop Coffee?
That's another complaint I have, too. I don't know. It's total advertising.
Kendall Jenner.
This one I was here for.
Is Wonder Woman.
I love this.
Why?
Because she did the transition into Wonder Woman and made it look like it was.
Because she has an entire team of like 1 billion people to put this together for no reason.
But okay, come on, the detail on the outfit.
She's just a person who has a bunch of money that can afford to have an entire team of people make this for her.
But you don't think the outfit looks good at all? Like, I think the hair, makeup here, I thought it looked great.
Yes, because she has a Hollywood team of people putting it together. Anyone could look like that.
All right.
It's nothing creative here. You didn't make anything.
All right. Let's go to another one. Meg the Stallion, okay? She dressed up as a gremlin.
Yeah, see this. You have like elaborate makeup. You're painted up. Wonder if she's a super gremlin.
I feel like some people at home can do that. Just get some cheap paint, put all over yourself.
Do not feed her after midnight. Do not feed her after midnight. And finally, Heidi Klum.
Oh gosh, this is one of my faves.
Heidi Klum is a peacock, sharing the red carpet with fairy assistants.
You know what? I was reading up on her. She goes all out every year, and I think one year it said that it took her over 12 hours to get in costume with hair and makeup.
And I approve of this. I am a company man. Please download and pay for Peacock. Maybe you can stream us. I'm not sure. KSEE24 Sunrise Times. No, you can't. You can't stream us on anything.
No.
We'll be right back with a look at this morning's top stories. YouTube TV. I know you can do it there.
Want What happened to this woman will shock you.
I just remember feeling something biting me.
Her face scarred. Wait till you see the creature that attacked her and her friends. Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on KSEE 24. Nominate an exceptional local educator at yourcentralvalley.com/educator of the week. Highlighted educators receive classroom supplies and honor wall recognition. Watch their stories Wednesday at 5 on KSEE 24. Educator of the Week, brought to you by our local partners.
Choosing can be difficult. Corner Bakery makes it simple with our Choose 2. Mix and match any 2 kitchen-crafted favorites to build your perfectly paired meal. For freshly prepared, artisan-inspired choices, visit one of our Valley locations in Fresno or Visalia today.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Bipolar 1, I got help to push back.
I got help to push back.
We got help to push back with Lybalvi.
Once daily prescription Lybalvi is proven to treat manic or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults to help you push back. Elderly patients with dementia have an increased risk of death or stroke. Do not take Lybalvi if you are taking opioids or are in opioid withdrawal. The samidorphan in Lybalvi can cause severe opioid withdrawal that can lead to hospitalization or increased risk of life-threatening overdose. Get emergency help if you have trouble breathing, become very drowsy with slowed or shallow breathing, or feel faint, very dizzy, or confused. Or if you have fever, stiff muscles, confusion, rash, swollen glands, or problems with your liver, kidneys, heart, or lungs. Other serious side effects may include high cholesterol, weight gain, potentially fatal high blood sugar, uncontrolled body movements, which may be permanent, dizziness upon standing or falls.
Are you ready to push back against bipolar 1? Ask your doctor if Lybalvi is right for you.
Oh, so many Medicare plans.
That's why you're comparing all-in-one plans, all in one place, with eHealth.
Oh, hey.
Based on what we talked about, your doctor,
My pharmacy,
your budget,
my medications.
you have a match.
Whoa. How is all this a free service?
Insurance companies pay us to find you a match.
You really are a Medicare matchmaker.
I'm going to use that.
Thanks for the help.
Call or visit eHealth.com.
If you haven't gone solar for your farming operation or commercial business, the time really is now.
Rates are going up more and more. We've already seen almost a 40% rate increase in the last 10 years.
Being locally owned and in the market for as long as we have, that creates a sense of trust and long-term support.
Here at Pickett Solar, 90+% of our business is ag. We have great relationships we've developed, and we've earned the trust of many families throughout the valley that feel confident in referring us to their friends and other family members.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Sylvan Med Spa.
Here's a look at today's top stories. A shooting in Fresno last night left one person dead and another injured. The search continues for the shooters this morning. One victim died after being shot in the front yard of a home. The second victim suffered a graze wound, was taken to the hospital. Law enforcement still looking for the suspects, who are considered to be armed and dangerous.
President of the Fresno Deputy Sheriff's Association, Eric Schmidt, is expected to make his first court appearance today. That's for his arraignment. Deputy Schmidt faces a battery charge from a workplace incident dating back in February. The Tulare District Attorney's Office brought forward the charge after a Fresno police report was filed earlier this year. However, he will be in Fresno court later on today.
A day before thousands of teachers were set to walk off the job, Fresno Unified and the teachers union came to a tentative agreement to prevent a strike. The two parties announced Tuesday morning they had reached a deal after months of negotiations. The union says the agreement addresses the core pillars of what they were looking for, including smaller class sizes, reducing special education caseloads, and lifetime health care. Teachers will have a vote to confirm the agreement later today, and all Fresno Unified schools will be on an early release schedule so teachers can vote on the deal.
It is chilly this morning. Temperatures this afternoon unseasonably warm once again. Take you outside first to show you a live picture from our valley cam. This one at Meadow Lakes in Fresno County. We're looking down to the valley floor of Fresno County. Cities of Fresno and Clovis off in the distance, but this is about 4,500 feet or so. Just a little bit of haze out there. There is some patchy fog towards Hanford this morning, but lowest visibility we have right now is about 4 miles. Temperatures this afternoon, mid to upper 70s once again, very similar to what we had yesterday for Halloween. We might have a spot or two on the west side of the valley sneak into the low 80s today or tomorrow. We we are going to see some clouds return Thursday into Friday. Matter of fact, we'll keep that going into the weekend, but we're not expecting any rain for the valley. There might be a light shower in Northern California. As we move forward into the weekend, time change this weekend. We fall back 1 hour, get an extra hour of sleep. Next week, though, Monday to Tuesday, significantly cooler for us. Right now, things look to be dry, but there could be decent rain in Northern California. Hopefully that changes, and we get a shot of that by Tuesday.
Last night, going out to trick or treat, people were like, "Oh, we need coats, we need jackets." I was like, "No, Ruben said it's going to be nice." And it was.
People were out like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Look, it was good. It was nice out there.
Nice.
Stay tuned for the Today Show. That's coming on next. We'll be back at 11 for KSEE 24 Midday.
That's right. Have a great rest of your morning, everyone.
Good Wednesday morning. Breaking news coming out of Gaza as we speak.
The border now open for some. It is November 1st. This is today. Breakthrough. For the first time, injured Palestinians allowed to cross the border into Egypt. And just moments ago, Americans given the chance to escape. In the war, outrage growing over an Israeli airstrike on a refugee camp. Israel saying the target, a Hamas commander behind the October 7th attacks. We're live with the latest. Stark message. The head of the FBI warning Americans of an increased risk of terror attacks at home.
The ongoing war in the Middle East has raised the threat of an attack against Americans in the United States to a whole nother level.
And saying anti-Semitism in this country has reached historic levels. A Cornell student arrested overnight in connection with disturbing threats against Jewish students. The details straight ahead. Bundle up. Tens of millions from the Midwest to New England facing bitter, cold temperatures. Some cities even dealing with the first snow of the season.
We're not ready. I'm not ready. No, not at all.
Yeah, no. Ready or not, Al's forecast and where the records could fall today. New search. The FBI returns to the home in Idaho where 4 college students were brutally murdered, what they were looking for, and what it means for the upcoming trial. Those stories, plus touching tribute, the co-creators of Friends speaking out as they remember their friend, Matthew Perry.
What did you lose the day Matthew Perry died?
I lost a friend in multiple ways.
That emotional and exclusive conversation just ahead. And costume party. We are still buzzing from our big reveal, and with Halloween now behind us, the Queen of Christmas is declaring it's to ring in the countdown to the most wonderful time of the year. Today, Wednesday, November 1st, 2023.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Hi there, good Wednesday morning. Welcome to Today, 7 a.m. on the West Coast. Thanks for joining us. I guess we're ready for it. Christmas, if the Queen of Christmas says so.
You're right. If Mariah Carey says it is, it is. She can still hit those notes.
Oh, she can, shattering the glass. We'll have a little more on that in a bit, but we will begin with this breaking news out of the Middle East this morning. Just a short time ago, ambulances seen crossing from Gaza into Egypt, carrying the first group of injured evacuees.
This comes after an Israeli airstrike hit a refugee camp. Israel saying that strike killed a senior Hamas commander, but drawing condemnation for causing widespread damage and casualties in a densely populated area.
In the meantime, the director of the FBI is issuing a new warning.